not knowing that this Bible is for the Israelites, by the Israelites, to the Israelites. AKA, it's for the black man.
That's right.
For the Latino man. It's for the Native Indian man.
The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you.
The Israelite School and University of Practical Knowledge, One West, started out of Harlem, New York, 125th Street. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite camp or group or Christian church. We teach the truth about the Bible, about the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians today. And today, I'm here to bring out that everybody can't get in, right? God, the Most High, is not for everybody, right? Hey, let me get Psalms 147 and 19 real quick. Because we got people out here, right? We got people out here, right, that think that this Bible, this bibliography, is for everybody. This bibliography is only for the black man. It's only for the Israelites. It's only for the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. See, what you've been taught is all wrong. What you've been taught, you can't go to theology school and get this type of lessons in here, right? You got to be a priest and prophet of the Israelite School and University of Practical Knowledge to understand what's going on in here.
That's right.
You cannot go off your own philosophy. So real quick, let me get Psalms 147, 19 to the real line from y'all.
Got it, sir. Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
He showed his word unto Jacob. If you know some type of knowledge about this Bible, you know that Jacob wrestled with the angel Michael. And when Jacob finished with this wrestle with the angel Michael, he had changed his name to Israel. These are the 12 tribes of Israel right here, right? Keep going. He showed his word to Jacob. Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgments.
His statutes and his judgments. His laws and his punishments. Go ahead.
Unto Israel.
Unto Israel. Who is Israel? These 12 tribes right here. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali.
That's right.
Issachar. Oh, that's Israel right here.
That's right.
Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't done so with any nation. He ain't done so with the white man. He ain't done so with the East Indian man. He ain't done so with the African man. He ain't done so with the Egyptian man. Right. He ain't done so with any other nations. So whatever you've been taught is all wrong. If you think that this is wrong, then you're wrong. Because the Bible's telling you that this Bible right here is for colored people. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
That's right.
And as for his judgments.
And as for his punishments, his judgments, his punishments, if you go to court right now, if you go to court, right, and you did something wrong, right, you're going to get judged and you're going to get a punishment. You're either going to get a fine or you're either going to get some jail time. Understand the Bible. Be lyrical with this. Understand, get your comprehension up.
They have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
They ain't know these punishments. The white man don't know these punishments. The white man don't know that if I eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, they don't know the type of punishment that's going to come from the Most High. You know why? Because it's not for the Most High. This book right here is not for them. So you got to understand, you want to synchronize yourself so much with the goddamn oppressor that you want to vote for them and you're going to goddamn end up being slaughtered just like them. Hey, is that it?
What, sir?
Now, let me get Ephesians 4:27. No. Let me get Daniel 10 and 5. Right? Let me get Daniel 10 and 5 because look, right? If this book, see, I want to go somewhere else with this, right? But if this book's so much for the goddamn white man, if the white man so-called wrote this book, why is a black man being described in this book?
Right.
If you think King James was a white man, that means you don't know your history. If you know that the Russian icons, right? If you read the Russian icons or know anything about the Russian icons, that book has colored people in it. The angels are colored, right? The prophets are colored, right? It wasn't until the Renaissance era, right, that everything became whitewashed.
That's right.
If you understand history and if you understand the Bible, the Byzantine Empire in the Middle Ages was for the black man. That's when the black man was in rulership. It was until the Renaissance era that everything became whitewashed. So if you think that this book is for the white man, okay, let's find out.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes.
This is Daniel. This is Daniel, a prophet. He said, then I looked up my eyes. He's looking up. He's getting a vision from the Most High. Something that you will not get because you ain't led by the Most High. You're going off your own hypothesis. You're going off your own theory. You're going off your own philosophy, thinking that you goddamn know about Christ. You go to church every Sunday, thinking that you getting a vision about Christ. You wear a crystal around your neck, thinking that you woke. You goddamn you worship these images, thinking that you work. You wearing a big long dress. You go to the Muslim mosque praying to a rock, thinking that you woke. You think you a 5% with a big chain around your neck, thinking that you woke. You was a Mason, going to a Freemason building, thinking that you woke. No. Let's get this right here.
And look, and behold, a certain man, clothed in linen.
He's looking at a man. Daniel's looking up, right? He's looking up at a man clothed in linen. This is a man's dress. Go ahead.
Whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
His loins was girded with fine lobes of Uphaz. So this man is girded with a garment. If you look at our priests and prophets out here today, if you look at our officer right here, right? This is a garment, right? A garment that's girded, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6.
It's a golden war belt. That whatever's right here, that girdle, that's what girt means. A golden war belt. Go ahead.
Verse 6. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire.
Right? His eyes was lamps of fire. So that beryl, his garment was green. Right here. Go ahead, read that again.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
As the appearance of lightning, meaning that you can't see his face. Go ahead.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
His face was lightning, meaning that he had a hard and still face. Go ahead, read that again.
The appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire.
His eyes was lamp of fire. Keep going.
And his arms and feet like in color to polished brass.
Like a color of polished brass. What is polished brass? Polished brass is a form of color. That means that the Most High was a man of color. A polished brass, brass is color. Brass is not clear. Brass is not white. Right? Brass is a riveting of brown. Right? It's a riveting of brown. Right? A riveting of brown. It's colored. Go keep going.
And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude.
His voice was deep. He had a deep and fiery type of voice. His voice was a dark voice. It wasn't no effeminate voice. It wasn't that voice that you would hear in the Christian church. It wasn't no high-pitched voice. This voice right here was a man of war voice. This voice right here was a man that mean business. That a man that mean war. It wasn't no effeminate type of thing going on. Keep going.
Verse 7. And I, Daniel alone, saw the vision, for the men that were with me saw not the vision, but a great quaking fell upon them, so that they fled to hide themselves.
Right? So these men knew what was going on, man. These men knew that this vision that was happening, right? That was going. Let me get Daniel 7 and 9 real quick, right? Because I'm here to prove you that this man of color, this Bible right here, proves that it's a man of color in Daniel 7 and 9 right here, man. This right here is showing you right here that the Most High is a man of color. And if the Most High, this Ancient of Days, this black man is a man of color, right? That means his son has to be a man of color. Keep going. Let me get Daniel 10, 7 and 9. Let's go.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld, till the thrones were cast down.
I beheld, meaning that what? I looked up. I beheld and I saw this vision. Daniel's getting a vision, right?
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
The Ancient of Days. Who is the Ancient of Days? Who is the Ancient of Days? The Ancient of Days is the Most High. The Most High power. That's the Ancient of Days. And guess what? He did sit. Read that again.
The thrones were cast down, And the Ancient of Days did sit.
He did sit. So what that mean? The Ancient of Days had a body, right? He did sit. If you sitting down, that means you have some type of body. That means you have some type of lower extremities with yourself that you were able to sit down, right? The Ancient of Days did sit. This is the Most High. He's sitting.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Right. Now it's proven that his garment, he had on clothes. The Ancient of Days, he had on clothes. He had a garment that was white as snow. If a garment is white as snow, he had a garment that was white.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
The head of his hair like the pure wool. Who do you know that have head of pure wool rather versus that's not black? That's not so-called black man, right? Only people that on this earth that has hair full of wool is the so-called black man, the so-called Latino man, the so-called Native Indian man, right? The Christ didn't have no blonde hair. He didn't have no blue eyes. He wasn't no white man, right? That's that Renaissance era. This book right here is letting you know that the Most High had hair like wool. Which means what? The Most High was a black man.
His throne was like the fiery flame.
His throne was on fire. What type of power? This man got power. He's sitting in fire right now, man. What type of power is this to be sitting in fire, man? Right? Keep going. Right here.
And his wheels as burning fire.
That's a black man right there. He had rims, man. The wheels on his throne, the wheels on his throne was like fiery rims, man. He had rims on his throne, man. That's what he had, man. So if you keep thinking that the Most High was a white man, you keep thinking that this book was so-called for the white man, this holy Bible, this separate bibliography is letting you know right now that this book was not for the white man. It was for the Israelites, to the Israelites, by the Israelites.
That's right.
King James was an Israelite.
That's right.
He was a black man. You gotta understand that, right? Let me get now let me get Ephesians 4 and 27. Right? Ephesians 4 and 27. Now, matter of fact, before you go there, let me go to let's get Ephesians 4 and 27. Ephesians 4 and 27, right? Now listen up, right? Now that we know that the Most High was a black man, right? The Most High was a black man, right? Let me show you, right? What you did November 4th, right? What you do every election year is not of the Most High. You got to understand. Martin Luther King, he wanted to integrate everyone. If you understand what really went down, Martin Luther King later did an interview and said, I'm fearful that I led my people into a burning house. Right. What was that burning house? That burning house was the problems that our people end up adopting into America. You got to understand that when you vote as a Democrat or Republican, you got to understand that you're voting for an oppressor. You want an oppressor to be over you, right? Versus, and here in the Israelite School, University of Practical Knowledge, we don't vote. We know our leader is the Most High, is Yahweh Shah Mashiach, Jesus Christ. That's right. That's what we know, that we don't vote. Our president is Jesus Christ, man. You got to understand that what you did November 4th, Ephesians 4 and 27 is going to explain clearly what you're doing. If you go over there and try to sign up for a free Bible course, you're going to let that devil in. A devil is a deceiver. A devil is the oppressor. And that's why when we always come here on this Saturday and say that the white man's a goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, that's who we call the damn deceiver. That's who we call the damn oppressor, right? Because you want to get your knowledge from a damn oppressor, not knowing that this Bible is for the Israelites, by the Israelites, to the Israelites. AKA, it's for the black man.
That's right.
For the Latino man. It's for the Native Indian man. You want to go to church, to that Catholic laws, that Muslim rock, you're doing it all wrong. Let me get Ephesians 4 and 27 real quick.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 27. Neither give place to the devil.
Don't give place to the devil. See, what you did on November 4th, you gave place to the devil. How you do that? You voted to keep your EBT or whatever the case may be. You voted. See, you got to think. When you voted, it was a high percentage of Latinos that voted this past election year, right? And what a coincidence! These Latinos voted, and the ICE, the ICE people, came and started taking them away. You voted for an oppressor to be rulership over you, just to take you away, right? You got the National Guard out here patrolling you, right? Neither give place to the devil, neither give place to the deceiver, right? Go ahead.
Let him that stole steal no more.
Let him that stole steal no more. Meaning what? Let our people, right? We don't need to steal from each other, man. We don't need to steal from each other. We are, this is the brotherhood right here. What you see right here in this corner is brotherhood. We're not going to take or steal from each other, but rather what we're going to do.
But rather, let him labor, working with his hands.
But rather what? We're going to labor for ours, man. We're going to labor to make sure our brothers here is good. We're going to work for each other in here, in this truth, in this brotherhood right here. Keep going.
The thing which is good, that he may have to give to him that needed.
Right. So it's good that we work, man. Well, you know why it's good that we work? So that we may have enough to give to each other in here, man. We don't need to steal from each other in here, man. That's why you see these brothers right here in this corner right here in the Israelite Student University Practical Knowledge working from each other, because we ain't gonna see each other hungry. We ain't gonna see each other cold. We gonna see each other in good deeds, man. The Israelite Student University Practical Knowledge, 1 West Side out of Harlem, New York, 125th Street. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite camp or Christian church. We teach the truth about the Bible, about the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. And with that, shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one